I think we've made it to live. Hello, everybody. So here we are with my little daily live, and this is an important one for you. Piece of advice you see from the title is about banned words, and it sounds like a detail, but if you've ever run Facebook ads for your practice and they've gotten expensive or stopped working after a little while, right? I don't mean they got banned, like they didn't let you run them, but they actually ran them for a while, but they got where they stopped working after a little while, right? The ad just kind of, wow, this ad was working last month and now it's getting really expensive and it's not working anymore. What could be happening? And I'm going to share with you an insight on how Facebook operates and why the words you use in the ads don't get your ads banned from running. They just change the way the ads run. So here's what happens. So first of all, Facebook has things that there's only one thing that Facebook seems to love more than money, right? What does Facebook love and need more than money? It's attention, right? If they lose their audience's attention, if they upset the audience, if they upset too many people, as they have done from time to time, they lose attention. And when they lose attention, they lose the advertising revenue. So the most important thing to Facebook is attention. Now, here's why this is important, because when they're running your ads, they want to make sure that your ads don't turn people off the platform, that your ads don't upset people, right? And so how can that be? Well, say you're running a weight loss program and you say your ad says, "Are you fat?" That's the headline, right? Hey, sounds like a great headline, right? People go, "Oh my gosh, it's me," right? Well, what happens on Facebook is people scroll through and they see that and they go, how does Facebook know I'm fat? It creeps them out a little bit. They found out Facebook has it can be invasive, too invasive. Your ad can be too impinging, can make too much of an impact on the consumer, right? Say, do you have knee pain? Facebook, how do you know I have knee pain? Well, how do it freaks people out. So Facebook learned that they can't allow the ads to freak people out. So what they did, without really telling anybody, is they implemented a system. Here's their system. They said, don't freak people out. And by the way, go ahead and run your ads. And when you ran your ads in the old days, when you ran your ads and you said something like, that might freak people out as a headline, um, Facebook would just say, we're not running your ad, right? This would turn your ad off, right? Nope, sorry, ad not okay. And if you had too many ads that were disapproved, they suspended you and you were toast, right? You like wipe out your ad account, right? Okay, somebody down at Facebook headquarters at the mothership there said, hey, we're not running these ads. We're not making any money. How can we do this differently? So what they came up with was another plan. This is a couple of years ago. The plan was this: to go ahead and run your ad, but to make it cost so much that you would eventually learn not to be a doofus and use these wrong headlines. So what they would do is, say you're running an ad for $25 a day, and your ad uses one of these censored words. And by the way, I'm going to go over a whole list of censored words here and tell you where you can get the list of censored words that I found so far at the end of this video here. But so I'm giving you a theory of why it works this way. So if Facebook finds you running an ad that they think is going to be giving people a bad experience and reduce the amount of attention they get, what they'll do is they'll kind of frog boil you, right? You know how the whole boil a frog, you just turn the temperature up a little bit over time, the frog never realizes it's being boiled. Well, they'll frog boil it on your ads, which means over time, and I mean within a few weeks, your ad expenses will get higher and higher and higher and higher. So instead of cost $25 per day reaching, say, 2,000 people, now your $25 a day is reaching 300 people or 30 people, right? The ads get really expensive, which means they stop working. People have experienced this, right? So that's Facebook's way of telling you, hey, dude, make your ad better. They don't show it to too many people, so it doesn't really damage them. They still get your $25 a day. See, that was the smart thing they came up with, right? And you're wondering, oh, how come my ads don't work? Okay. So what you want to do, if you've had the phenomena where your ads were working for a while and then got wicked expensive after a while, look at them for these banned words. Now, of course, Facebook is not clever enough to give you a list of the banned words. You have to discover these for yourself through trial and error. There's no list of censored words or things like that. I mean, they do have a list of things you can't say, like marijuana and firearms or whatever. They have certain rules like that, but those are very obvious ones. When it comes to healthcare, they're very subtle about it, and they don't really tell you what the words are. But I've discovered a bunch. I'm going to tell you what a bunch of them are right now. Okay, the biggest one is the word "you," Y-O-U, you. Because when you say "you" in the headline or copy of an ad, it starts to talk right at the person. So you say, do you have diabetes? Right? Oh my gosh, right? That sounds like Facebook knows their health information, right? You say, but your alternate would be just to refer to like, oh, we have something for those who suffer from knee pain. We have something for those who are wrestling with weight loss, right? You mentioned it kind of in the third person, like we're talking about those guys over there, right? You may or may not be in that group, but we have it over here, right? So you just got to make it a little less creepy for people to do that, right? I've got my list here on my other screen. I'm gonna look here, see okay, words. Also, watch out for the word therapy. Now, you could say physical therapy, blah, blah. You think therapy is fine. What's wrong with the word therapy? Well, Facebook has a prohibition against mental therapies like psychiatry and whatever. So if you say therapy like that, they may get confused and think that you're one of those, and they actually will toss out your ad, right? Those nuke you, or they'll raise the price on. So be careful with the word therapy. You can sometimes use it, most of the time, just stay away from it, right? Like saying stem cell therapy. By the way, stem cell used to be a phrase you could use, and then it got abused too much. So Facebook has now put that one in the suspect category using the word stem cell. So for a while, you could say regenerative medicine. Hey, let's do regenerative medicine. And that one is on its way to actually being also booted out. There's been some FDA stuff. If you're in the regen medicine space, you know what I'm talking about, right? So you have to really avoid stem cell and regenerative medicine, not use at your own risk, right? I mean, you can use some cell if if they're not going to like nuke your ad, just going to cost more. But I recommend regenerative medicine, and then maybe find some other alternatives as we go along, right? Also, instead of regenerative medicine or stuff, you could say stuff like drug-free, non-surgical solution, advanced solution, something cutting-edge solution. Some of those kinds of things you can replace those words in there. Other words you want to avoid are like we say, freebie, giveaway. I mean, all these kind of spammy kind of words. Just in general, I say, hey, we have free appointments or free consultation. Yes, you can say that, but you can't overuse it. And please don't overuse it with stuff like the triple exclamation marks, right? Or all these emojis. When you start throwing emojis and stuff into your ads, it starts making them kind of seem very spammy and desperate. And Facebook can tell because people react to them differently, and Facebook will start penalizing your ads and raise the price over times, right? And it's funny, I've seen this happen. Someone's ad wasn't working that well, so they started adding a whole bunch of other emojis and flaming little things in there, and started working worse. So they added more, and it worked worse, right? Just take the clue, just take the hint that that's not adding. If you think about it, it's not adding something for the consumer into that ad, so Facebook is not really liking it, right? Another one is where you have like stuff like the word discount or some percentage off or these kinds, which we don't really do a whole lot in practice marketing, but basically don't seem spammy or salesy. The best way to write your ad is to write it using the words the consumer uses, right? Say, we have knee pain solutions. Yeah, knee pain solution program released, right? New knee pain solution program. That's all people have to do. Oh, I have knee pain. They'll click on that, right? You don't have to go all in on all the heavy duty words and salesmanship and stuff on the ad like that, right? Okay, so you know this. So Facebook will penalize you, right? If you've got ads that are going up in price dramatically over time, it might have one or more of those kind of censored words in there, those kind of sensitive words, we'll call it maybe, and that's causing Facebook is basically giving you a clue by raising the price. They're taking the money and giving you a clue by raising the price to make you figure out and go ahead and change that ad and run something better, right? It's not. It's very common for ads to run for months and months and months unchanged, right? Ads that work great if they're written well and don't use these words, they'll do great. Okay. Another thing I want to give you a little clue on when it comes to writing ads in general is lay off the techno babble, right? Don't be mentioning your XYZ super, stretchulator decompression table or something. People, if you ask most decompression patients before they get decompression, don't know what the word decompression means, right? They don't know. So use simple words, appeal to people emotionally about their pain and about their abilities. I have a whole other of set of videos on that. We can talk about that later. But anyway, so avoid those. Oh, by the way, so I do want to give you two things for you. First of all, you can go over and get the downloads checklist. Let me click this little button. It'll pop it up here. There we go. The censored words checklist. Go over to thecustomerfactory.com/PDFs. And that will tell you basically there's a whole page of downloadable stuff there, not just the censored words, all kinds of free stuff. Just get in there. That's like under the Christmas tree in there. Just go in there, get whatever it is that you think you need. If you need a script to get people in, if you want to learn how to hire, if you want to hire the front desk person, need some clues on that. If you want to know how to get people into your office more, we get the no shows, those kind of things. I've got something in there, just stuff that we've learned along the way, just things we just put it down as a helpful thing to learn along the way. The other thing I have which can help you out is me. I would love to run your ads for you. I'd love to make all the marketing problems you have go away and turn marketing into a solution and give you a consistent flow of qualified new patients. That's what we do here at the Customer Factory. That big old logo, that subtle logo behind me, talking about who pays the bills for the show. But that's the company I formed to actually do it for docs. I found that the best way to have a partnership with a doc is to you do what you do best and let them do what they do best. So we do the marketing, get people in the door, get a qualified, interested, and motivated person to show up for the types of cases you want, and let you do the education and get them through care, right? So that's the best partnership we have, and we're doing that all over the country right now. So if you're interested in that, just go over to the customerfactory.com, which is the customerfactory.com. There's a big red button there where you can actually set an appointment for 15 minutes. We'll chat about it, see if it's a good fit, and take it from there. No high pressure sales, no big deal. Just, hey, if we can help you out, I'd love to. And we can usually do it for a price that makes a lot of sense in terms of ROI if you've got a decent practice running already. Okay. So that's what I have for you today. I've got another live stream coming up again tomorrow. I'm going to try to do these every day because I just have a lot to tell you. I've got a lot of stuff I've learned, sort of backlogged over time. So if you like this sort of thing, give me a like, give me a share wherever you happen to be, leave a comment. If you hate this sort of thing, leave a comment, tell me I suck, whatever. It's okay. Just let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.